Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the University of Idaho Esports channel here at Vandal Esports. I am very excited for our match that we've got today. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm ZG Fenrir, joined as always by the lovely co-host of
Green Rose Gaming.
That is indeed
Love
correct.
to be here.
Glad that you're here. It's been a hot minute since we've had a stream.
Yeah.
I think it's been spring break. Obviously, it was last week for us, so we were taking the week to kind of regenerate ourselves, kind of recoup our thoughts, and get prepped for the final week of the regular season of ECAC.
That we were.
Yeah. It's been quite a ride for us so far, I must say.
Everyone's getting geared up for playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, speaking of getting geared off for playoffs, this is going to be make or break for our Valorant varsity team here today.
That it is, and it is potentially make or break for our opponents as well, depending on how they did in their last game, because our opponents, UVS,
UVS, yes.
UVS, they're doing a back-to-back match at 2:30 today. They were against Purdue Yellow.
Okay.
What a rough match. What a
rough way to end your season.
Yeah, what a way to start the day too.
Yeah. So they could either go 3-3 for their season after that match, or they can go 4-2 going into their match here today, which would then put, if they do go 3-3, the Vandals are also currently 3-3, which means that they would both be playing for a spot in the playoffs, actually.
That's going to be pretty intense. I'm excited. I don't know how that match is going to be because they weren't able to post any results before the match, so we're going into this a little blind on the mental of our opponents. But with how Purdue is, I can imagine it's going to be a little rough.
It's true indeed. It's true indeed. But, I mean, we can only prep so much, and let me tell you, we did do a little bit of prep going into this match here, kind of like what our players are doing now. They're running a death match, getting themselves all nice and warmed up.
Love a good warm-up. But as for a little bit of research that I did into the match, SVU did a forfeit loss on their last match, so I had to look a little bit deeper, and against, I believe it was SJU that they forfeited against, and then they win against FIU.
Okay.
I believe. Or maybe I'm getting that mixed up.
There's a lot of acronyms for these universities going around.
Really
It's been 7 weeks. Everybody's played everybody almost at this point. So
they have, but their last played match in ECAC was an 0-2 loss. Corrode and Pearl being their maps, but they usually pick Pearl, and they did really well. They kept it close on both maps, a 10-13 and a 7-13. So,
okay, yeah not bad.
They don't tend to have a Sentinel in their comp. I've seen it a few times on a few of their maps, but generally they stick away from it, doing double initiators, double controllers, and in one interesting map on Breeze, they did a triple duelist.
Yeah, when I had heard the news that they'd run triple duelist on Breeze of all things, I was baffled. And so was our varsity team when they were looking into it themselves as well. They're like, who would do something like this? So.
And you know what? They won that match.
Yeah, they won the match, which is like, that's crazy. Shouts out to you guys. I guess they must have had a good offense at the beginning. Would be the only reason that I would do something like that. So.
Yeah, a few players to watch out for. There's 2 players that kind of switched around. I'm pretty sure Docket is on the main team while the other one is a sub. I believe that's Skibbity. But Docket is a real heavy hitter. Primarily uses Astra and
I believe they used Omen, yes?
Yeah, I think it was
Astra
Omen
as their smokes player. That makes sense.
Definitely topping the leaderboards of their team. Yeah. Both times I saw them play. Other ones to look out for, Jack of all trades, being Zabs, and a pretty steady competitor being Neighbor. They were pretty consistent with just like even KDs, solid players, and they main chamber from what I noticed.
Okay.
But
Yeah, Chamber's interesting, especially because he kind of functions as like a pseudo sentinel. Really, he has his
Yeah,
trip, obviously, which can use control a little bit of space. But realistically, he's played more as like an aggressive anchor. Realistically, with that teleport that he gets to use, so I
definitely.
imagine we're going to be seeing a lot of off angles coming from the side of Virginia here, as well as, I mean, just taking really aggressive angles initially for a lot of their fights.
I think we're going to see some interesting plays today, and I think we're going to see a lot of adaptability from the Vandals if they
Mhm.
want to win.
Yeah. Speaking of our Vandals, we've noticed that obviously some cheese has been doing super duper well this season. Even if
Mhm.
I've actually noticed that his starts to some of these matches haven't been super duper hot.
Yeah.
However, if you give him enough rounds, he eventually starts ramping it up in terms of how much impact he has on these rounds that he's taking.
He can do some serious damage in later game. What you want to look out for in early game, definitely blood goes crazy in
Mm-hmm.
youthful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are usually our early hitters, which are super duper important. We obviously always have our initiator player there. Uh,
Mhm.
Shouts out John. I just Diabolic. Shouts out Diabolic there, our initiator player, tried and true, playing for us there. And then I honestly think the thing that is really going to make or break it for today for the Vandals is going to be how Sanguine is going to perform.
Oh yeah.
He is I'm going to say not the sole duelist, but he is like the dedicated duelist for the team.
Mhm.
And the way that he is playing throughout the day really affects how much the Vandals have to push themselves. So I'm very curious to see how he's going to do today. So keep an eye on him as well.
I said youthful earlier. I was
Yeah.
in the R6 mindset. I meant sanguine.
Okay.
I was just like, it's fine.
That's fine.
It's
Don't
fine.
worry about it. Shouts out Youthful as well.
Yeah.
I believe. Speaking of our R6 team, I actually think that they didn't have a match last night because their season is done.
Yeah.
They got through all of their matches, but they had a scrim last night that they
Oh.
were playing against somebody in prep for CR6 that's coming up here as their next match here in the next little bit. But
Excited for them.
yeah,
That's gonna be very interesting.
sounds like they had a great time in the scrim. I think they went like 7-4, 7-3 for both maps,
Oh,
so they were doing
nice.
quite well, having a good time, hooting and hollering. So
As usual for the R6 team.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're pretty proud of you. In a fun way. In a fun way.
Yes. Yep.
But for our Vandals, I guess more for the maps we're expecting today.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much every week I've seen Virginia does try and get Pearl in. I think we
Yeah.
need to ban Pearl. They do really well there. I think we could still stand a chance in there, but I'd rather not risk it. Rather just go Corrode and maybe take Split. I mean,
Mhm.
we've been doing Split a little bit.
We have been doing split, but I would almost feel worried that the Vandals would have a harder time on split because it's very
Yeah.
swingy for us because we've gotten 13-1, 13-0 a couple times on split. Then we've also won it a couple times throughout the season too.
Mhm.
So I would feel pretty hit or miss about split for us. I personally wouldn't mind seeing Pearl again for us. I know that it is their main map pick that
Mhm.
they will usually go for, but I really like Pearl the way it's played, especially now that the rework is out here. So I'd be curious to
True.
see how the Vandals themselves would adapt to that new map change. So I personally wouldn't mind seeing it.
Pearl would be interesting. I am still holding out for Lotus.
Mm.
I've been holding out for Lotus since the beginning of the semester. It's fine. It's
Unfortunately, I don't know. I actually who did they? So the map pool just recently got shifted with the new update and the new
Oh.
operator that's out now. And
Yeah,
they
I saw
updated
that.
it mid-season actually, which was surprising. They didn't end up waiting for the playoffs to start before they had
Mhm.
changed the map pool to reflect the new Pro League map pool.
Mhm.
So I believe that we do have Fracture online.
Whoa.
With that crazy change.
That's a new one.
So
Ooh.
I think Fracture is in the
Okay.
map pool. I'm imagining it's getting banned frame 1. I don't think we'll be seeing it today, but I believe it's in the map pool now.
I feel like Fracture has a worse reputation than Icebox does.
It kind of does, honestly. I think, yeah, it's very, very divisive. So
Yeah.
it could get played today. We'll see. But
I
yeah.
would actually kind of love that even more than Pearl.
I've been playing so much Fracture for the last couple days since the new update came out, and I'm starting to come around to it.
Mhm.
I like the map a lot. I think it needs a couple changes here soon, but like as a casual, not good player, I do think it's a lot of fun.
And you also mentioned the new agent. I've seen little bits of them, and I know that they won't be played in this season just yet.
Not quite.
But that would be so fun to see. I would love to see how our players actually.
Yeah,
through with
as the new controller, I'm not sure what his pick rate is going to be like because the way, unlike how Clove, who was the last smoked agent to come out for the game, she was very, I'm not going to say meta defiant, but she was really easy to carry. on your team when you pick smokes, because not only do you get smokes and like an overheal of some kind, but you can also smoke when you're dead, which is a really, really big boon, which means you don't have to you don't have to care for your life nearly as much.
Speaking of Clove, I did see a Clove player pop up in Virginia's lineup once or twice, so we could see a Clove come out.
I imagine, especially if we go Pearl, I would not be surprised if we see that Clove come out along with a Viper. I did see that they play Viper on Pearl, which is pretty smart in my opinion. So that wouldn't surprise me in that regard. But they will have to deal with the new Clove nerfs, because she was so good when she came out that they ended up removing one of her smokes that she gets when she's dead. So she can only place one now instead of two, which is a big deal, considering that there are usually 3 entry points into a site, 3 or 4.
So you can only block off one given a smoke.
Yep. So we'll have to see how Clove is going to be played, if she is at all, about that. So.
Yep. I mean, a few people we can probably expect to see on our opponent's team, because we're all pretty familiar with Vandals. We can go over Vandals in a little bit. But with Virginia, we'll probably see a KO. Probably see an Astra. From what I saw, probably a Chamber. As we mentioned earlier, Neighbor does a pretty frequent Chamber. And then I would probably think another controller and another initiator.
That would be what I would recommend from a team comp, especially for a map like Pearl. But based on some of their other comps that they've had, they show that they're comfortable using the 2 or even the 3 duelists as well.
True.
And double duelist has been the meta for a long time now, so it wouldn't surprise me if we see a couple of those other initiating duelists come out here, depending on which maps they get, especially on a map like Split. That wouldn't really surprise me all that much. So
I think they could do really well on a Split.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. I have no idea what a game 3 would look like, considering that I guess the Vandals have gone to a couple of these game 3s before, but it did not seem like Virginia ever went game 3. It was either a decisive 2-0 or a decisive 0-0 for them. So they're a very swingy team from the looks of it, so they're going to have to see how well they're playing today.
Yeah, I think possibly what happens is if they lose that first game, that mental gets to them a little too much, and I hope to see like a little bit of an adjustment from that. And if we get to a game 3, that would be nice.
If we get to a game 3, they're going to be playing a lot of Valorant today, so it's going to be a big ask on their endurance for today. So
at least 5 maps at that point.
Yep, that is correct. So we're hoping to see good games from our Valorant team, and it sounds like we're getting here pretty close to ready here at this point. So I think we're going to go ahead and throw it on over to our commentators here in a little bit, and they will entertain you guys while we get set, prepped, and ready for us. But I mean, I'm really excited for this match coming up here soon.
Me too. I'm quite ready for it. But we'll see you guys later. I'm Green Rose.
ZG Fenrir, and we'll see you guys after map 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, those between and those far out, welcome back to the Idaho Esports YouTube channel. My name is Kaz, joined here today by Binkaloid.
Hi.
And here to bring some DES action from our Vandal varsity team today for Valorant. Our team is going to be matched up against the University of Virginia. Virginia, a state I very commonly get confused with Vermont sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, even though they're in very different parts of the country.
It's just like the name.
It's just V.
Yeah. There's not
not a lot of those.
Yeah, there's only 2.
You got Virginia,
Vermont.
you got Vermont, and then you got West Virginia. That kind of counts.
Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Idaho, Washington.
Yes, Washington.
Washington, D.C.
Yes.
View York.
Lots of V's,
yes.
Apparently, that I was unaware of. And we're going to have a time, hopefully, to take a V today in this matchup. As we talked about a little bit in the pre-show, Virginia has done a doubleheader today against Purdue Yellow. They did unfortunately take a loss in that series, but it was pretty close in both maps, even if it was a 2-0, I believe. The map scores were 13-10 and 13-8 respectively, so by no means is Virginia a bad team. And we've seen this kind of story before. I've talked about it from many different sides of the camera. You see a team that looks like they have a bad record on paper, but when you actually go into the map scores and you see what's going on in their games, especially, things look a lot more competitive than they seem from the series score. And I mean, that's what we do it for. You know, we're here to narrate the stories of the unexpected.
Right. Yeah, these these teams here for this ECAC season have been. It's been narrative after narrative, and we've only been following the Vandals. We know these people. We've seen them before, and, we've seen them grow, but there's a whole lot of other collegiate teams that we just have not seen their growth. So we have no idea going up against Virginia here. And, I saw the team play scores for each of those maps. I don't believe... Yeah, I remember the ones from Purdue. There's a few here that are pretty darn good. I believe I saw one got 25 and I think 18 in one of their maps, and then someone else got a 23 and 19. There's our Rector Spock. So yeah, going into this game, I can't really predict much going into this one.
No, we also know that you don't have the greatest record with.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Desk.
Yeah, I think the past 2 games that I casted, I had spoken to the varsity team before, and I said that, oh yeah, this game's going to be easy for you guys, and then they got 2-0'd both times.
Yeah, well, maybe a part of it was telling them that, because then it's like it raises the expectation floor. And it's like, this should be a sweep. Why are we playing that? And you got to be prepared for anything, right? When we're in this level of competition. But I also got to say that this is your first season casting coordinated Valorant. So, Binkaloid, you're getting the first-hand experience of the caster curse.
Yeah, I got tossed right into this. I have no idea about any curses. I heard about the 9-3 one, but apparently that just escaped us this time. Maybe it's the Ben curse now.
Yeah. No, it's just the desk curse. You can never definitively say what's going to happen in a game because, I mean, you really never know. You really never know, and I've unfortunately learned my lesson one too many times at the desk for some of our longtime Vandal viewers.
Yeah, but in good news, I have not spoken to these guys yet. We
talked to the JV team because we thought we were streaming JV today.
Yeah, so the varsity Valorant team has not been touched. I have not tainted anything today, so hopefully everything's going to be fine.
Yes, on paper we have a clean slate. We're coming back from the spring break, so this is our first game since then, and I'm sure our players are excited to get started. Yeah, and we were supposed to stream yesterday, but there were some complications with some matches yesterday. There was no broadcast, so we apologize if you missed us, but we're happy to be back here for you.
Absolutely. I spring break was fun. I was able to relax and recuperate, but I missed being in the caster room. I missed, being a part of these streams, and I am so glad to be back, and I can't wait to see how the rest of these seasons play out.
I agree. As we talked about in the pre-show, this is the last game for playoff contention.
Yes, it is.
Round 7 of the regular season. So a lot kind of riding on the line for both these teams. Virginia going into this game with a record of 2-4 right now because of a forfeit loss they took on March 10th. And the Vandals, I believe, going in 3-3?
I believe so. It has been a while. I haven't, taken a look at the roster yet, but I think it is 3-2, maybe 3-4. No, it wouldn't be.
No, it wouldn't be 3-2. It'd
be 3-2.
Week 7.
Yeah.
But I will be checking in on that. But we did already kind of talk about how you had a bad record with predictions, but why not make that record worse today? We're putting some predictions on the board for the two of us.
We are.
And I just want to see where you have your expectations for the series today. I'm always of the firm belief that you should never expect anything to be too solid in these matchups, and I feel like every time I say that, I've been vindicated. So I just like to know where your feelings for this series today, Binkaloid.
I have high hopes. I always have high hopes for the Vandals. It's a bias that does not really fit in the caster position, and I'm working on that. But with spring break, following the 2 losses that we've had for the varsity team, 3 losses.
3, yeah.
in a row.
Not in a row.
But yeah, with those losses going into spring break, I want to believe that our team and our players spent a lot of time just practicing, playing without, having the pressure of it being a collegiate match for Valorant. And I think going into this game, they got to have a positive mindset. And I saw it there when we took a look at our teams there sitting at the desk. Songwon was laughing, and the rest of the team there, they're sitting there patiently getting ready for it. And, this game could go either way. If we make it to playoffs, then great. But if not, it's not the end of the world. Our JV team is doing great.
Yeah, it will be the end of my world, though.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 seasons we don't qualify for playoffs. I think that's a little unacceptable. But for me, I'd like to be of the same opinion. Right before spring break, the Vandals had taken that loss against SJU. Was pretty gnarly 0-2 series. Definitely higher expectations for that series. I think everyone could agree on that. And unfortunately, the Vandals just did drop the ball. But coming back after the break, I think we have a lot of time for that trademark mojo reset that I like to talk about. So I'd like to say I honestly hope that we take the win, but I'd like to say that we're going to. I think the series is going to finish a strong 2-0 in favor of the Vandals.
Oh, you're putting the numbers on.
I'm putting the numbers on.
I didn't want to be that direct. I wanted to be a little bit vague.
Well, it's a prediction. We don't have to say
just put a little bit of flavor
is firm in reality. I'm saying I know this is going to happen, but you're talking about what we'd like to see. But let's talk about what we actually see, right? We're loading in a Haven. We're seeing Viper, Omen, so running that double controller from the side of the Vandals and the single from the side of Virginia. Also love the duelist choice from the side of Virginia if you're running that double duelist. I think Neon is definitely a very good one to have in your composition. Phoenix, I'm a little more hesitant about personally. Phoenix has unfortunately been a little irrelevant for quite a while. But
yeah.
if you've played him enough, if you're familiar with the way that he works in your composition, like, maybe you have people like me worried over nothing. Maybe this is going to be a fine time for you.
Yeah. From my perspective, I not only have I seen these ECAC games, I've also had the pleasure of casting K-12 and Phoenix. I did see a few good Phoenix players from K-12, but that doesn't really translate when the rest of them just pick agents that can easily go against Phoenix, especially in the collegiate level.
Yeah, he's sometimes a pretty obsolete character, so we're just hoping that things turn out well for Virginia, seeing that they're already getting things started on the B side. But the Vandals already having good pressure from each site's link. That's 1, 2, 3 from Songwon.
Oh, man.
Headhunter doing its job over here. That's going to be the 4th for the Vandals from Blood. Pressure on the spike. Zab's coming in from C-Link, finding himself one, but unfortunately being traded out very quickly. What an electric round already.
Yep, Songwon already getting a 3K and only in the pistol round.
Hey, you gotta celebrate that.
It's something
it's kind of rare when we get a pistol win.
Yeah, this early on, it's a great morale boost for the Vandals and for the viewers too.
And we kind of talked about it in the pre-show as well, but Songwon is definitely a major threat in the early game, and we're already seeing why.
Absolutely. And I think a few other player spotlights with Stupid Zombie and Some Cheese, but I am going to be as impartial as I can. I think Blood is my favorite player.
That's fair. I think he's the vibiest player on the team.
His vibes, and the Blood ace is always something that I root for with each of these games. Someone getting trapped in that smoke. Yeah, but he's still fine. He's got the rest of Virginia just kind of surrounding him. Is he going to get it out of there live? Some Cheese with a snipe on Shansa.
Through the smoke, I believe. What's the situation in that smoke from A-Link? It's going to allow the Vandals to start flooding the site. Trying to get any information that they can from main, but they don't know neighbors here right behind them. they definitely have the gun differential, but maybe not the duels. Maybe not the duels. They don't have the numbers here. Songwon has to swing with their headhunter. Does find his one. Doesn't know where the last is. He's in main, and that's going to be 319 with that classic finishing things out. A 1-1 map start. And probably going to proceed to be a 1-2 in Virginia's favor. Definitely not something that you like to see. It's definitely unfortunate that their bye round had gone in such a twist of fate.
Yeah, you don't usually see the save round for the person who lost the pistol round, you know, turn out that well, but Virginia was able to bring it to a 1-on-1.
I'm out of here.
But, you know, going into round 2, we've got 2 teams with all right buys. We're going to see some real competition here. Already getting some attention on this B side. Zabs bringing down some cheese. But the rotate is going to go towards C. And Diabolic, the only defender there, gets taken down. It's already a 5v3. I wonder if they're going to play the slow game here and just try for a retake instead of putting pressure. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. But we have this Cypher here from Virginia staying close to spawn.
Looking for a flank, looking for a late plant lurk. So it's probably going to be coming up on somebody pretty soon. You do have the chamber planted in grass and just looking for that.
Neighbor does spot one. Really moving, brings down Blood.
I mean, not too much that you're going to be able to do about that. And again, you can't have too high expectations for this round, at least from the Vandals, just because of the gun differences. So far, Virginia has been very, very good about these really early site assaults that have been able to get them onto the site really, really fast, get the spike down really, really fast, force the Vandals into a retake really, really fast, which is, you know, I think a team that is studied would hopefully be very good at. I will admit the Vandals are not the best in their retakes, but obviously it's very early in the game to say anything about that definitively.
Yeah, something that I always notice is, especially on the attacker side, sticking together is definitely going to benefit that. But on defender side, you know, if you leave one on site, then that's your last-ditch effort to stop them from the plant. And unless they're, you know, a pro player, like in the Grand Leagues, it's going to be basically impossible to, you know, defend that all on your own.
I already have a pretty slow start to this round. Virginia just waiting for some time to pass, waiting to see if they can get any information.
I know exactly.
Songwon not finding the shots that he needs to deny Neighbor the access onto site. Diabolic is going to find the Omen. Zombie going to find Zabs in garage. So that's going to be a little bit of pressure down. Very, very late pick onto Neighbor. Although the spike is already down on C side, it is a 3v2 for the Vandals. Now a 1v2. That's going to be Blood coming out of garage all on his lonesome because 319 found himself a 2K in CT.
Oh, man.
Very, very brutal in a round that was, you know, hoped to be better odds for the Vandals, right? But again, you know, they're getting forced into retake situations every single round at this point, and it's infamously something that they're not the best at.
And another thing, that's just Neon. Neon's quick, Neon's nimble, and if, you know, you're not checking your back, it's going to go not your favor.
But Vandals on a little bit of an eco, looking for something to happen. Songwon is going to find Shansid. Some cheese finding himself too with the Sheriff.
And it's all down to Neighbor.
An eco round that was expected to be played a little bit more slow.
Neighbor able to bring down some cheese, but Zombie with a bit of strafing to bring it down for a Thrifty.
What a round win. Again, hope to see a round win like that a little bit sooner. But, hey, you celebrate the wins where you get them. You keep trying to find that momentum that hopefully leads you into a map win in general. We're going into round 6 now. Vandals with 2 ults on the board. Those kunai and the Fatal. And you got the Neon ults, the Omen ults, and the Fatal as well from the side of Virginia. And we did also see that Phoenix ult used pretty early on, which is hopefully a good omen in their ult economy. We've seen a lot of other teams in the past not be very good about that, and the Vandals be a lot better.
Zombie does find all of Virginia pushing onto this A site, and it's going to be a fast pop. Zombie's going to get some pressure on him. Gets caught by Zabs. Blood rotating out of there. Leaves A site for Virginia. The rest of the Vandals rotating now. Still a Cypher going for a late flank, but no pressure to be seen.
Nice.
Blood getting a nice heaven shot on 319.
And all he needs to do is just back up. That's it.
Yep.
Perfect aggression.
Rotate away.
They're
Don't-
preparing the Fatal to prevent the retake, slow the Vandals down. Have some cheese trying to dart in while Deppin is unfortunately going to get popped into the site.
Getting Blood, neighbor for Diabolic, and it's down to Songwin going against a 1v4. Gets caught out by neighbor for that round 6 win. It's 2-4 already, and Virginia definitely not showing any signs of being tired at all.
Yeah, I mean, again, they're gonna find that momentum very, very early on, and because of that second round win after losing the pistol, and you know, it's always a little bit hard to turn that around. Not impossible, never impossible. We've seen the Vandals do before. Did see the Fatal use in a very nice fashion, slow down the retake, force the Vandals into a bad position when you saw some trees try to dash in. So maybe this round will be a little bit better. You know, we're on a normal buy. We don't have to save. Already have one down with the kunai. Spike is already down on B.
Satisfying.
But
And
for
319.
how much longer some cheese on this flank with the kunai denied
Yes.
by 319.
Some cheese just not having luck with these rounds. Zabs bring down Blood. Zombie's gonna trade it out. Catches Shansad, but it's gonna go the other way. And I'm surprised. Was that just the which ult was used? Now they're just down to a Neon ult. But Idaho,
So it would have been that Omen ult pretty
Yeah.
early on.
I think he used it to spot Songwin for sure. And then, yeah. But going into round 8, Idaho with Omen and Viper getting 3 ults there. Are they going to use them though for this retake? Definitely shouldn't use all 3 of them.
But at least one, just to
Yeah.
get the momentum back. Obviously, the Vandals are down a little bit in money.
Yeah, and if used well, this could be like 1 ult per round to tie up the game would be perfect world.
My camera is destroyed.
Wow.
I
was
know
quick.
That's just such a perfect execute. I had to hold my
Whoa.
tongue just because I wanted to see it fold out. They did see, like, the pixel of Songwood's foot in the corner from that cam. And they were able to calm it. They got the flash out. We got Neon coming in from lower grass to swing that past the Viper wall and just completely overwhelm everybody in grass in front of B. It was good that the Vandals had gone for a play like that because we've seen Virginia be so reliant on B site for a lot of these offensive executes, and it's been really, really hard to defend for.
Diabolic gets caught by Shansad hiding in that rat corner. Blood to trade it out, and it's a 2v2. Retake, 319 bringing down Some Cheese. It's a 1v2.
Some cheese
For
pulling
Blood.
out his knife.
Blood, I have all the faith in the world in you.
Could be an opportunity to make some things happen. You see the smoke down. 319 hears it. He has to jump out and spray the spike.
Oh,
But it doesn't
Blood!
matter. Blood is holding for it, and Love's not going to have enough time. Oh! I spoke too soon.
Yup.
I mean, he did kind of have to hold the spike, but Love did kind of find a good opportunity to just waltz right in, spray it, use the Prowler to
That goes there.
blind him just a little bit. Things are just not working in the Vandals' favor at all, and you can kind of see it on Some Cheese's face as he looks at the scoreboard, looks at the map, takes a sip of water. It's not feeling the mojo right now.
Yeah. We're inching closer to the side switch. Going into round 9 here. Virginia putting a bit of pressure on C.
Cage.
Sending one towards B, but a lot of pressure from Idaho on this A site here.
There.
Virginia didn't push, and now they're going to have to fight their way through it here. Zombie catching one.
Oh, he
catching
finds
two.
his 2.
Spike
Oh,
down
but-
A.
It's a good 2
Virginia.
to find, but a bad 3 to lose.
Yep. It's down to Diabolic and Songwin.
enemy
Diabolic
remaining.
not checking the left
Spike
side.
down A.
Songwin going against 2 here. Oh, no. It's just a neon wall. 319 waiting for the Cypher to show up. Songwin finding 319,
remaining.
taking him down.
He
It's a
doesn't know where the
1v1
last
here.
is.
And Spike is down on long. Could he be predicting a move here? Some cheese.
Yeah! The
Get it.
3K. He felt it. That sip of water was the buff he needed.
Mm-hmm.
Staying hydrated.
Hydration is very important
Oh,
in
indeed.
Valorant.
No, I mean, again, I don't know. I can't see economies, so I can't speak too confidently on that. But I think what ends up happening a lot of the time that the Vandals just do not expect is that Virginia has been very, very disciplined in playing separate, playing defaults, and also checking their flanks, like constantly. You see Neighbor do it all the time, and it was how he was able to deny that pressure from behind him.
Oh,
See the
Viper's
snake
pit.
Oh, very, very early. The Phoenix ult pop to force Virginia in there.
Songwin already goes down, but treated out for 2. Zabs is going to use the Phoenix ult. Neighbor bringing down Sub-Cheese. It's a 4v3, and it's a rotate towards C. Snake Pit being abandoned.
Go, go, go.
Scary here is that Neon ult is still ready.
But will it be used? You see the Nightfall out from CT to try and encourage the Vandals to get in, but they're kind of stalling in garage.
Spike planted.
Neighbor does find one for his troubles and forces the Vandals into a terrible 2v3 situation. Diabolic does find his one. But the Vandals are tripping over their own feet in this matchup. Guys, why even pop the Nightfall if we're not going to swing with it? We just pop it and we're in garage? No, you saw it too, Bink, right?
They're probably did.
They're holding in CT.
Yep.
They're preparing the Nightfall for sight as if they're going to swing out of CT out of that angle with the Nightfall. And instead, all 3 people that are ready to swing go back to fight garage. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Face your fear.
Now we're seeing a better ult execute from the side of Virginia. They're going to be able to get on very easily with the Nightfall, regardless of Sumcheese being the only person on. He does find one pick for his troubles.
Spike planted.
Do you see 319 holding while the spike goes down? And that's another post-plant situation for the Vandals that they have to fight here.
Mark 3. Last player.
Bit of pressure here. It's down to 1, and another quick round for Virginia, bringing it 8-3. 1 round away
Last round before the switch.
before the swap going into this first map. This first map.
Yeah, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a story that you've seen over and over again with the Vandals. I don't know why the universe hates me and decides to
Hey, man,
curse the Vandals with bad mojo when
you
I
did
have
this.
to cast and why
You-
I... Hey, no,
you
no, no.
put the prediction in. You did this.
I'm just
I said
saying I
nothing.
was feeling confident on their side. That's all I'm saying.
Never feel confident. Always be in a state of anxiety and worry.
Would I be taking the Prozac for?
Oh, 319 gets caught early by Songwin. Diabolical for love. Vandals already have an advantage, bringing 3 down already. Neighbor bringing down Diabolic on that C site is going to push, but it's going to be a 2v4 retake for the Vandals here. Neighbor is going to get caught by Zombie. It's down to 1, and it's
Boom.
quickly taken down. This is going to be another round win for the Vandals right before the swap.
A round too late, in my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Finishing that first half 4-8. You know, it is what it is. You can celebrate the round wins for what they are, but
Switching sides.
I feel like this is a map that is
They have courage.
a little hard
No one
to attack on with the comp that Idaho has. I could be mistaken, but I think something that I very much doubted from the side of Virginia that actually ended up working very well in their favor was the double duelist comp.
What about the triple duelist?
So you might be asking to throw, because I think if you're running the triple duelist, you are maybe giving up your initiator slot
Didn't they win that map?
that they play triple duelist on.
I'm not sure. I was only able to look at the analyst notes for a little while,
Oh.
and my memory is not good. Going into the pistol round here, second half, the Vandals kind of spacing themselves out towards spawn, but Virginia getting a lot of aggression already, pushing towards spawn here. They're going to catch Songwin. And then it's just an all-out brawl here. Zombie and Some Cheese able to get 2. Cheese for another.
Yo, guys, okay, there we go. I'm just very confused by what the plan was from the side of Virginia. Have we never played a pistol round before, or did we just think that we were on a save round and it's a bum rush? Because I don't think there was any reason for them to play it in the way that they did.
And now it's a wild goose chase, as Shen said. Chases the Vandals to this A site here.
The entire map got flipped. They're still running. I didn't even know. Okay, they're going to commit for the plant on A.
Spike planted.
Shansod's going to look to do something or at least hide out until the bomb detonates for that extra death money. Still just a
Site. Yep, Diabolic is most likely going to find him. Ending out the round.
I mean, enough said. Hey, but we got those pistols, though.
Yep.
Both pistols for the first map
Let's
in
see
the bag.
if this is going to be the difference from first half to see if we can get a round after the pistol for the Vandals.
Yeah, I mean, losing that second round in the first half was brutal for momentum building.
It hurt.
I mean, really both sides, but obviously, you know, Virginia walked away from the first half with a much, much better lead. So the Vandals looking to make good on their downfalls, their plights.
Ooh, Diabolic seems to be saving once more for this round. Got a big group pushing towards C. Zab's able to find some cheese. Defending it, getting 2 on this C site.
One more. He does.
There's 3.
Spike down.
That's
C.
both his flashes, though. And he is going to be very late traded. Diabolic is looking at the flank. He's ready for it, baby. The only issue is now is that the spike is very far up C.
Shansad being the only one. Then we have a Cypher flank.
I have the spike.
Moving slow. But Diabolic is going to be... Oh, are they setting up a rotate here?
Well, yeah. Shansad, unfortunately, wasn't at an angle to look at the spike and actually, like, contest it if it were picked up. But I think at this point, he swung out. He knew where it was and knew... Okay, they're going for the rotate now. They got the spike. They're waiting. Neighbor, unfortunately, left his position in grass. That would have been so good for detecting that flank, but he has the timing for it. It's fine. He's closer to both of them, but he doesn't see either of them. He does get pinged by the camera, so they do know. And at this point, both of the Vandals have to commit through A main and get the spike down, force Virginia into a retake if they have any shot of surviving this flank timing.
That was the cartooniest chase I've ever seen. It was nothing but walking, and the sight lines were like picture perfect, not being able to see anyone. And it's a 2v1 retake here for Virginia. Going to be quickly caught out by Songwin for 3K.
I wish I could see that from Diabolic's perspective. That was too good. He was just sitting a graffiti. He had the perfect shot, but he waited for a second, and that 1 second gave him all the time he needed to look towards main and get that last kill. Actually comedic round of Valorant.
But we did it. We won the round after pistol. And it's 6-8.
So we can win those.
Oh, we can. Yes, we can. We did it. Hooray.
Loving the vampire POV of Diabolic's 5-head here.
Wow, you are just ruthless today.
Look, I mean, it's not his fault that the camera shows so much of his pale skin. Fortunately, not an issue I ever have to deal with.
Some Cheese bringing down 319. Good plays here. Shansai bringing down Some Cheese, tying up the numbers game. And it's always tough to say, like in the first 45 seconds of each round, like what's going in people's heads, but you can just see like the slightest bit of an idea of where they want to push. And now, Love bringing down Diabolic. Oh, this is so tense.
Yeah, I mean, Vandals looking like they want to play this B. Shansai getting away with the easiest angle to defend. If you're walking in a site like that, you would imagine, right? You would imagine that someone would look that way. No, we have two people walking in main, and we're looking the same way, guys.
I love blood. I love blood to death. But
at this point, this is what util is for.
Like the timing too. Why would you go
actually
offset?
Look at him. They swing and they're looking at the same angle. Why even swing like that? Just send one guy in. If he dies, then you know where they are. It's the point of baiting.
It's like a detective investigating a break-in, but the glass is broken outside of the window. Like the glass is in the grass. The glass isn't on the carpet. So it's like, oh yeah, they broke in.
No.
Oh, Love bringing out blood
Spike
early in the
down
game,
A.
getting caught through that little wall there. And now it's a bit of a scramble as the rest of the Vandals trying to meet back up, pushing towards this ace site with only one defense. This would be a good play here, but numbers advantage is now even not in their favor even more as Zombie goes down to 319.
Little nervous about this information gathering. We don't have that fade to kind of clear sight, so we kind of just have to wait for things like that. See Love jump swinging off the box. At least saw Songwin in main. And it's going to be some information for the Vandals to be able to play off of, but how much and how reactive are they going to? They know that Cypher is somewhere because they just dropped that trap.
30 seconds left.
Are they going to walk past it? Probably. Love
One enemy remaining.
on one angle. Neighbor just finding the timing and swinging it anyway.
Diabolic, last one standing, is going to make a mad dash.
Where are you?
Probably towards C, but we have Omen
He
going
has
up
nowhere to
against
go.
here.
He just has to keep his gun.
Yeah, this
10
is going to be a
seconds
save
left.
round, but the
He's in
rest of
spawn.
Virginia is going to push for this. Diabolic gets one, gets flashed. Oh, zaps.
You know we can look away from those, right?
Yeah, but shit didn't.
Didn't have to look flat.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah, this is all right.
It's fine.
It's not like it's 6-10 or anything.
Yeah. 4-point deficit on the side of the Vandals, who just lost a little bit of force round. Need to make something big happen in this eco. They want to have a surefire shot taking this map 1 in the series.
Get out of my way!
Some cheese does find his first. Off the nice.
Gets traded out by 319. Zabs gets Zombie down. Bit of a gun brawl here.
Trap destroyed.
Zab certainly. Oh no, he doesn't walk past. He's just sitting in his
Last
little
player
wall.
standing.
Neighbor does
Wow.
find himself too. Sheriff is a hard gun to use. I understand.
And once again, Diabolic gonna have a lot more time to try and escape Virginia here. Gonna catch Love though.
Oh,
Ooh, gets
does know
tapped.
that he had the damage. Neighbor already knows where this guy is, and he's just going to walk up on him.
Okay.
That is the spirit of this Cypher from the side of Virginia, who all map has just had these crazy flank timings, has known exactly when to swing, how to capitalize on these bad positions from the Vandals. Gonna see a timeout coming out from him to finally get an opportunity to calm down, slow things down a little bit, figure out where things are going wrong and what they can improve upon. Because obviously, whatever they have been trying up to this point has not been working out for them.
Yeah, I have not been seeing the Vandals check the corners that they need to. And that's just something that's got to happen. I mean, you practically expect it from this level, but it's just it's not happening. And even with that last round, you saw Diabolic getting hunted, and I think it was not Zabs on the other team, but Neighbor with that flank there was just immediately able to watch. No one's seeing where the bullets are coming from. No one's seeing where the bullets are coming from. And if this is the one game you need to win to get to the playoffs, you got to be doing A game. You got to be on your A game. And, if you're not, you're going to be seeing what we're seeing right now.
Vandals in general had just expected, again, things to be a little bit easier than they have been so far in the map.
Diabolic has just been getting chip damage after chip damage.
See the haunt in. Shot from backside. That's a tiny bit of information. But Neighbor, look at him. He's on top of the box.
Oh, Zombie gets caught by Neighbor.
Just the perfect timings onto the Vandals. No way to fight into those. Shansad finding himself a nice 2. Songwin does find 1 for the Vandals' troubles, but I mean, still the numbers are just not there for him right now. They're getting overwhelmed once again. Songwin doesn't know where anybody is and does find his 1, but is going to get BM'd just a little bit. The flash with the classic 2 right-click jump swing. Just zero respect for the enemy from the side of Virginia.
Yeah, they definitely... I also assumed that Virginia going into this game was going to feel the fatigue, but does not seem to be the case. And have just been shutting down the Vandals here. We've only had a 3-game win streak, and that's all.
You want to play? Let's play.
But here we are at match point. Vandals setting up another push for this seaside here. Bullets going out. The Molly's catching a lot. Zabs for 2. Still pushing onto the side. Diabolic will trade that out. Neighbor hiding in the smoke. Brings down Zombie. But it's traded out. Diabolic with the 3K. Gets shut down by 319. And it's Songwin going up 1v2.
I mean,
with the spike down
biggest
on Seaside.
clutcher kick moment you've ever seen in your entire life. Have you ever played a 1v2 with your life on the line?
I mean, no. I don't usually have systems that are hooked up to myself to, remove me if I lose a 1v2 because I know that I'm going to lose.
That's fair.
I have the spike.
I have never clutched anything before. Maybe once, but it could have been a dream. But Songwin choosing to push through.
30 seconds left.
Checking, clearing out C from CT side. Got to plant this for himself here. But 319 is only going to make their way on site.
Woo! You saw him! You saw him in the corner of your screen, please!
Songwin, please!
One enemy.
Okay, nice.
319.
Yeah!
Okay.
Everyone sees that.
Where has Songwin been? Doesn't matter.
That
they
was
just arrived.
terrifying. Oh, gosh.
Breathe.
Have you ever played a 1v2 with your life on the line? Songwin now can say he has.
Oh, man.
Another opportunity for the Vandals to hopefully bring this into overtime. Has quite a ways to go to get there, though.
Don't let the flame die out. Please. Now a bit of a split here for the Vandals, sending three towards this C
Cage
site
triggered.
with a shot practically just. Okay, well, I only heard one gunshot. Jet's already almost dead, and Blood was at half.
Yeah, some early damage gone out that definitely was unfortunate for the Vandals. It does happen that way, you know.
Oh, man.
Songwin holding aim in and does find love for it. It's a good pick to have this early on. Lack of information for the side of Virginia, but how much information can the Vandals obtain to actually get the spike down? They do play these information gathering periods a little slower than Virginia has. Zabs finding Diabolic, chance at it, falling from Songwin, walking up through grass. Very nice pick indeed. That's going to be a spike down for the Vandals.
30
in
seconds
the
left.
Site
Go, go, go.
and a
Spike
3v3
planted.
retake to hold it down.
Ooh, 319 rushes onto site, gets shut down by Zombie. Neighbor and Zabs bringing it to a 1v1. Zombie for the clutch, gets blinded and taken out. And that is map 1 for Virginia.
Hey, you know, I think I was a little mean to that Phoenix in the beginning of the game because
Yeah.
Zabs is him on that character for sure.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Every single time that he was in an individual duel, he always had whatever cooldown that he needed to succeed. Always had a flash for the angle. Always had whatever. You know, he popped the ult in the back of the site. So even if he did lose that initial duel, he still had another chance. And by the time that he did, his teammate probably would have been back to site anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, what can you do if you're the Vandals in that situation?
I know what I can do right now, and that is say, I told you so.
Listen, I did say 2-0, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Listen, I still think that the Vandals are capable of getting a win out of this. The first
They are
map
capable.
was a little rough.
Yeah.
A little rough. I will not lie, but I think that the Vandals still are feeling pretty good. Hopefully are not too beat up about how things happened towards this map. Next map should be their pick.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it's going to be an interesting one because with the analyst notes, we did hear that Pearl was Virginia's best map. They have performed very well in Pearl before. And if that's the ban that we choose, then we might be in a better position here.
True.
Because Virginia doesn't really show that much fatigue right now after the game against Purdue. And if they get this Pearl map, then it's going to really not look so good for the Vandals. So if we play our strategy right, we might be fine. But, you know, we're in the dark until we see it.
yeah. And I know that our analysts are a little bit in the dark as well, but prepared to bring you to the light. Enough from us. Let's bring it over to the analyst booth to wrap up map 1 and get you started on the action for map 2.
We'll be back.
And we're back, and what a initial start for game number 1 there.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting the Haven pick.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting the 2 players that showed up that I genuinely didn't
We
know.
haven't met them before, so
Yeah, so that was kind of a wild card of a match, and I really enjoyed it. And I think we could go to a map 3.
yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, 7 rounds is definitely not a slouch as far as rounds that you're trying to get for a win.
Mhm.
Obviously, like you're definitely putting in the work. It's just there were a couple really key moments that I feel like the Vandals were just one step behind the entire time. It really felt like a lot of their initial first picks were not going their way. They were taking fights at the beginning that were either unfair in their advantage or was a straight 50, and they were losing them pretty consistently.
Unfortunately, yeah. And also, when Virginia was on the attack, they pushed into site real fast and then established everything and kept the Vandals out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept control of site really well.
That was one of the things that the Vandals really had worked on over the last couple weeks was, our retake game has been incredibly good so far, whereas it didn't seem like Virginia was really letting them do that kind of stuff. So
No, they were completely preventing retakes. Here, missed the shot there.
Mm-hmm.
But that corner shot, I believe it was Neighbor got a great hit on one of the Vandals around that corner.
Yeah, and I mean, you can clearly see that the Vandals have some of the right ideas, right? They're obviously being very careful with their dogging, and they're taking the time to like really clear out these angles from that. But like it's just they're not clearing every single one. It's just really tiny mistakes that are adding up over and over and over again.
Yeah, that was a nice clutch from Some Cheese right there.
I especially really like the clutch from Sungwin right at the very end with the chamber. That was it had me on the edge of my seat the whole time, and almost scared me with the initial first spray.
Right.
But like, oh man, that was a good round for me in my opinion. So
it was. I mean, all of these rounds have been going so fast. I mean, I feel like I blinked and the game was over.
It's true.
But both teams fighting really hard for it, and Virginia came out on top this time.
Yeah.
They pulled out an interesting comp. I wasn't really expecting that. I remember earlier when we were first watching the picks, we were commenting about how they had a main for Chamber and we had a main for Cypher, and we switched.
And we switched them for some reason. Yeah, it was very peculiar. So I found that to be pretty funny, as well as like the fade pick from both teams is a little bit more unorthodox for both of those teams. So that was a fun experience to see how both teams played that out. So. But that being said, game one done, said and done. It's in the past now.
Yep.
What do you think that we're going to want to be on the lookout for in game two?
Okay, so if we're in Pearl, we might want to keep an eye out for maybe another site of that triple duelist, even though the triple duelist was on Breeze, not Pearl. They definitely favor that on Pearl. I expect us to see a Waylay, mostly because I just saw them use Waylay on that map, but if we banned Pearl, which would be pretty good for us,
Well, it sounds like we're going to have to find out here what's going on in map 2. We're cutting our time a little bit short because we've got game number 2 up and coming here for you. So we're going to throw it right back to our commentators, Bink Lloyd and Kaz.
Kind of hoping for a Pearl map.
Yeah, we'll see what happens if they got Pearl or not. So go ahead and take it away, guys.
Hello. We're back. Quite quick there. We're going into our second map here, and I'm not gonna ask you for your prediction.
Listen, I already said what I thought my prediction for the series was. Obviously, I was already wrong, but I still think that we can win.
I'm just trying to think of ways that we can reverse what you said, and nothing's coming to mind, so I think we're just screwed.
Sucks to suck, yeah? Something I'm sure that our Vandals have heard plenty of from
You
me.
are so mean.
Yeah. Someone has to be. Amelia's not at the desk anymore, so someone has to be the snarky one.
I usually it's me. Brad is just a ray of sunshine, and now he's not here.
No,
so.
I have all the shade to throw. I even got the hat on, just to share some of it for my own sake. I don't know where I was going after that. But, the joke was pretty good, I think.
It was good. It was a smart one, but we're in split. Thankfully, it's not Pearl, so...
Yeah. Split is another map that's pretty awkward to play. A lot of verticality on this map. And if you aren't smart with the way that you're getting information, you might just get out-timed. And, I mean, considering what Virginia showed on Haven in map 1 of the series, they've got the timing down pretty good.
I'm going to try guessing from memory all of these agents' names. Okay, so it used to be... All right, I'm going to start with the Vandals here. I know that's Reyna. Skip that one. I think that's Fade, Omen, and then that's Sage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of those characters has been in the game since release, by the way.
Yeah, and I only have like 40 hours in this. Not for like less than 40. Okay, on the other side, skip that one. That's Waylay. I know that's Viper, that's Omen, that's Neon. So that one right there. Oh, that's that. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know.
That's really interesting that you know Waylay and didn't know Sky.
Oh.
This guy who has been in the game for longer than Waylay, significantly longer. And you also didn't know Rays. It's okay.
Yeah.
You'll get him next time.
It's a living.
A living you make.
Yep. It's you know, this is the.
We get paid the big bucks to do this, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget.
This is why I'm not an analyst. This is why they stuck me in this hot little room with Kaz.
Well, it's only hot because you're here.
Oh, whoa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Going into map 1, seeing the double duelist once again from the side of Virginia, running that Waylay Neon. Two characters that I feel like play a very similar role when it turns to doing duelist things, entering for the team, so on and so forth. But in a situation, I could see how one is more useful for than the other, depending on what it is that you want to do. From the side of Idaho, we're running Sage. Once again, is our only Sentinel. So I've made my comments about that in the past. I don't think I need to say much more. But I'll just let the game play out and see how things happen. How about that?
It's a quick push for B site. Blood is staying in this corner. Blood is only able to get one before being traded out. Does get the comms though, but Shansad is just wiping out the Vandals here. Neighbor with another flank to finish it out.
What do you do about that?
Nothing. You die.
What do you do about that?
You die.
Really? I mean, Songwon had the right idea staying back to hold for the flank, and he did get one for his troubles, but obviously you have the whole storm of the team completely flipping the map as the Vandals go through Garage and try and get onto the site. But already a little bit of shock and awe action going on for the Virginia, just looking to completely overwhelm them. And hopefully use that to find themselves quite a few rounds.
See if the Vandals can put a little more pressure after this pistol round. Zaps does get caught by one, but Omen is still there. Neighbor with... Oh, pushing through. Neighbor with the judge. Bringing down Subcheese. Zaps for Diabolic.
Subcheese is pissed. Subcheese is pissed, bro. That what a mental, like, I mean, look at him, he's cheesing, he's grinning, but what a mental breaking round. Yeah, what is going on?
What is it gonna take for Cheese to snap? That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know, bro. This guy has some cheese on his face all the time, bro. Biggest grinner of the century. Even when he's mad, he's smiling. You just never know. Hopefully, you know, he cracks a little sooner and we see some aggressive gameplay out of him because the devil shivers when a nice guy loses his temper.
We need to see this Cheese turn from Swiss into Gouda. Oh, Songwon able to get 319 relatively quick. Love for the trade, though. Evening out the numbers here, and the Vandals are kind of stuck in center here. If they push, they got to deal with Omen. A site is looking pretty empty, though. Virginia's just doesn't understand the word defense and is just hunting down the Vandals one by one.
I mean, that's kind of how you play this defense, or at least that's how Virginia seems to want to. If you're taking the aggression from the flank, looking to flip the map, even if you're giving the Vandals some space advantage, in a lot of situations, you're doing yourself a favor. You're giving yourself better angles to play from, playing from the attacking side as opposed to the defense.
Cheese and Zombie.
But maybe that's not the situation this time around.
2 blood for Shansad, and it's a 4v1. Virginia, are they going to save? Or are they just going to prolong it? They do have some time, but...
Ooh, that's Zaps in the garage. They know where he is now. Is he going to walk forward? I don't know. Zombie's holding it. Ooh, the high-low immediately. Probably favored by the ping, and is why they were not getting that situation. Finds himself one, but unfortunately is going to be traded out. rather immediately. It's a pretty stereotypical first 3 rounds.
Yeah, it makes sense. But now we are into round 3. The buys are going to be better. And the Vandals try pushing for this A site, it seems. Do you think if Songwon had more trigger discipline with that clip there that he would be able to get more ones from that flank? Or
maybe,
because I'm kind of unsure if they just turned around and saw them.
I feel like they might have. It would have been his second round playing in that spot, so probably predictable, probably easy to read.
Love gets blinded. Rotates out of the way. 319 does catch him. Some Cheese able to bring down Love.
Sorry, it just clicked in my brain that we're playing Reyna.
Yes. That was... I know that one. Ooh,
Wow, we're seeing characters come out that I haven't seen in a coordinated play in quite a while.
Zab's unable to check. Good sweep there. Now it's 319 and Zombie. 319 with a jump. He does find him. But Shansad with a flank gets traded by Some Cheese. Idaho has the numbers advantage. But 319 is correctly predicting this B rotate here. Neighbor catches Songwon back at A site.
30 seconds left.
And now it's a 2v2. They're getting onto this B site here. Virginia's rushing though.
Neighbor sneaking his way into the site because he was planted in main. The Vandals are aware, and 319 finds a sliding headshot. I mean, like, that's just ridiculous, no? Is it ridiculous that he's able to get away with that? I don't know if it was because of the ping. I don't know if it's that super awesome first shot accuracy that this game has, but I mean, we are not playing Sojourn, buddy. We're not sliding in and getting rail shots, so I don't know why that is allowed. But hey, round 1 for Virginia, know what it is, right? We're going into round 5. Vandals, I think, down on a save, just looking to make something happen, a dent big enough in the score and the mental of their opponents to hopefully keep things moving in a positive direction for them for the rest of Split.
Songwon staying back once more.
He's going to get cleared. Does he know?
Oh my god.
Does he know? Does he know?
Is Songwon AFK?
Does he know? Yo, does he know? Guys!
I hope we clip that.
I can't.
I hope we clip that.
Bro.
I really hope we clip that to show Songwon to torture him. Meanwhile, Shansad was able to get 2 with a sniper, bring Idaho down to 2. Neighbor gets Some Cheese. Diabolic once again. Last man standing.
Oh, Speed, I'm watching the stream. I see you trying not to laugh. That's disrespectful as hell, bruh. Oh,
well, I reckon morale's gonna be pretty
Bro, look at my varsity team, bro. Look at my varsity team. We are going to lose. Oh my god.
Yep, there it is. If you have eyes, you must look at the screen now because this is real. This is a competitive, collegiate level game here.
Oh. This is the best of the best. We're amongst them anyway.
Some Cheese getting 319 Love for 2.
The collateral
3.
and the third coming out from Love. I mean, just atrocious gunplay from the side of Virginia. You see the res coming out. Another opportunity, but Neighbor is going to walk in and get the kills anyway. It's a 1v4, and who is it? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's Songwon.
Getting 1, not going to get any more. Neighbor for a 3K there.
I got to stand, bro. What are we doing? This is going to be nice. Okay, let's get a standing break. If you guys have been sitting for a long period of time, advise you join me in the standing. Okay.
Stretch out a little bit.
Yeah, of course. It's always nice to get some time on your feet.
Yup.
A break from the sitting. I think the Vandals need something like that too. Is why we're taking the timeout right now. Obviously a bad collection of rounds that we have been playing.
Yes.
So I'm glad that we're at least seeing a timeout utilized in the first half, unlike what we saw in map 1. Now, Binkaloid, I would like to ask you, what do you think so far the Vandals' biggest weakness has been into Virginia, especially on split, and what could they do to try and turn the tides of this series?
Wake up.
True.
And be aware, because after that clip that we saw of Sanguine, there was no movement. There was no awareness. It was like watching paint dry.
Production, can we run the clip back on that, actually?
Like, let's get a replay. I want to see that again. I want this to be our most played replay ever. It's our most play.
Oh, can we get a run back on that clip?
Let's see it
If it's up.
Oh,
I think we'll be able to look at it
clip.
later, but it's fine. Round 7.
That clip is going to appear in my nightmares.
Yeah. I think Songwin's nightmares too.
Okay, Blood able to get one, 319 with the trade, getting it out. We have a bit of pressure on B, but most of it is in mid here. Zab's going to find some cheese, getting the numbers advantage. Now it's just sprays, and the rotate is coming towards B. Virginia knows exactly what's going on.
I mean, Neighbor's holding for it perfectly. He swings. He gets a little bit of pressure out, but he's immediately hit by this blind. Immediately is able to TP away. It's still seen by Diabolical, but unfortunately the shots just do not connect. They're not able to do anything about it. That's all 3 Vandals on site. Waylay gets one, able to rewind away. Neighbor gets one, able to step away. Zabs for the backstab. Sanguine cannot catch a break from this team. He is getting absolutely trolled, and I cannot imagine that this is doing the Vandals mental any favors.
Ref!
Do
Do something, Ref! This is unsportsmanlike conduct here. This is... Oh.
Get a BM going. You get a BM report going in the chat. I'm not being serious.
Oh, man.
Admittedly, if I was playing into the Vandals and they were dropping the ball this bad, I'd probably.
Yeah, I would do the same.
Yeah, it's just like
If it were this bad, then, no mercy.
yeah. You see the Waylay ult being held to prevent the push from the Vandals, but not being triggered just yet. Songwin just so far trying to walk around, see what information he can find. First, he is going to get that first pick, something that he's been known to do at least a couple times in some of these rounds, and a second. But 319 Zabs are going to find some of their own. Diabolic finds that late trade, and Blood to follow up a 3v1 situation now with Love coming out of ropes. Hopefully the Vandals take the hint, are able to get the spike down. Unlucky timing, but maybe some better opportunity for Love to...
If Love clutches the... Okay, I was about to say if Love clutched that, I was going to scream as loud as I can.
Don't leave him hanging, bro. She's waiting on that fist bump forever. Mental booked from the side of the Vandals. First round win that they've seen since round 3. So I'm sure it's good to at least have that on the board and maybe an opportunity for them to continue bringing things back in their favor. From the side of Virginia, looking like we're holding that Neon ult online. And from the side of Idaho, have that Omen ult. Could be nice to go for a fake push onto one site and quickly rotate to another. But considering that 3-2 split from the side of Virginia, it may be a little difficult to make that happen.
Some cheese does find Zabs, though. Yeah. Love finding Songwin. That ult is not going to be happening.
Yo!
Finds Blood, too!
Spike down, B.
Guys. It's okay, you know, the easiest shots on paper are the hardest to hit in practice. I totally understand. You do all this aim training to hit those really complicated, nasty shots, but when someone's standing right in front of you,
At the spike.
it's a little hard to perform. I get it.
Get one.
Some cheese. Oh my goodness!
Bow before me. My ult ready.
I mean, if anyone's gonna do it, it's gotta be some cheese.
I wasn't ready for that.
When the odds are stacked against him, he is always the first to rise.
I wasn't ready for that at all.
That, I mean, I just was not anticipating. I just thought that he was going to get overwhelmed. Let's start baiting some cheese to be the last alive.
Yes.
In the situation instead of Songwin. That might actually be working better.
Yeah.
We saw that really early bait play from the Reyna going on to the A site, finding that early first pick. Which should have been some information for the Vandals to react off of, but unfortunately, no.
Zombie goes down early round. Vandals stuck in mid. This wall just
You will
creating some
not
problems.
kill my allies.
Zombie does get revived though. Use the ult, especially with that much time. Diabolic knows that someone is close, but the rotate is just fast enough.
I know whoever's
Not
in
gonna
there
catch
to
it.
step out so bad.
And oh, I wonder who's gonna do this flank
Oh.
here.
Shansa does it and gets punished for it.
Oh,
And the
and
double swing. Oh. That, yeah, 319 getting a little bit eager, too big
There's that.
for his haunches.
Shadows traveling.
It's gonna see another one even out the numbers a little bit from the side of Stupid Zombie. The blind
Spike down.
going out into
and
blind.
here comes the flank. I
Hey,
knew it.
last alive, second time around, and he can't make it happen. Maybe he just was not meant to be. Stars aligned for that one round. That's all we saw.
Mhm.
But hey, 2 more rounds, including this one, before the end of the first half. Oh, now we get to watch Blood whiff. Awesome. Guys. He went for the orb and didn't see you. You guys know you have time to hit that, right?
You know, I think you just got to take the good with the bad. You know, everything's got a grain of salt. Some cheese gets an ace, and Blood
They can cuss.
goes blind.
Yeah, and it just happens like that.
Yep.
Super Zombie is first dead, which, you know, happens when trying to duelist enter kind of early without too much information.
And this is going to be a really tough push here onto this A site. It is the... Looks like... I just see, for the sightlines in the minimap, only blue. I only see blue. Like, it is so covered right now. Oh, that Viper wall is just going to stop the Vandals from pushing even more.
Again, the timing of these abilities has been very, very good from the side of Virginia in slowing down the Vandals in a lot of these rounds.
Zabs just
And we just
snags
walking out
some cheese.
for sure. Shansa walking past the wall.
Oh, no, he was still covered by it.
Oh, no.
He was walking right past that doorway into the corner there. Oh, 319 able to find Songwin.
Remaining.
Gets down Diabolic.
30 seconds left.
The Blood 1v4.
Spike down
It's
A.
hinted. It's hinted. Is it going to happen? Please, Blood, please. No, it's just going to be... Oh, Zabs with that knife is... He's making me tilted.
You
Last
know,
round
but I
in the
mean,
half.
that's what the fact that this has happened multiple times where Virginia has dwindled down the Vandals' numbers to 1 and has completely swarmed the last guy down to the point where Zabs is running around and jumping with a knife trying to stab him.
This ain't going to fly in the big leagues.
This ain't gonna fly when you get to college. Oh, wait.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't going to fly when you get to college, too.
College, too?
Yeah, it's where we send the real nerds.
Ah.
We have to root them out
Their
with college. one.
graduate programs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
master's degree. Oh, and a great stun there, but 319 isn't going to get much out of it. Diabolic, she's going to blind Love, but Love's going to blind him right back. And it's a bit of a push here. The smoke, shooting through the smoke is not doing anything.
Guys, we have you two. We keep stacking garage. Like, if you're gonna do this thing where you're gonna spray through the smoke, at least send a hawk through and just like commit to pushing through the smoke instead of like toying with my emotions here. But it's fine. Love is holding the big column with a hawk ready to go off of any contact at all. And it looks like that Omen from the side of Virginia has sight lines onto main just enough
I've got your
to be able to
trail.
see if anybody is walking in. You're going to see the cabbages coming out from the side of the Vandals.
Slow down.
For some information on Virginia's positions, hopefully enough for them to be able to walk. No,
30
Neighbor
seconds left.
immediately taking out some cheese is what it is.
Oh, Zab's setting up a flank here. They're known for it. Gets the intel, dashes out of there. And it's a rotate for the Vandals on this A site, but Virginia knows exactly what they're doing. What's interesting here is that we have Songwin and Blood still in mid. Are they flanking on their own? They're flanking the flankers.
Although they're being very loud.
Yeah, that especially
One
Blood
enemy
was just
remaining.
running in there. There goes
Running
too. Diabolic
through sewers.
does get one. Oh, gets the cover. Is able to find one, but Neighbor does close it out. Diabolic does get a 4K.
That's a 9-3 first half. Ladies and gents, that is a 9-3 first half.
I mean,
while I love to imagine the idea of the 9-3 curse here,
Switching sides.
I am not entirely confident that that is what we're going to be seeing today.
does anybody have a goat that they can sacrifice or something, or like a
pig?
lamb,
A lamb, yeah.
pig,
Newborn?
gerbil? No, oh, okay, that's going a little bit too far. That's just straight up murder. What's an animal? What's an animal? Someone find a snake and like tie it into a do the Shrek thing where you take a snake and you turn it into a balloon animal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Only that, and the 9-3 curse will happen.
we
survive.
Binkaloid has very much established the stakes for the rest of this map.
Yep.
A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the map that determines playoff contention. A lot riding on the line for the Vandals and very much falling short in looking to get that done.
Blood does find Shansad early. Sumchi's able to find 319. Ace site is being defended quite well here by the Vandals. Their early game plays are good, if only they can carry that over to the late game. Zombie brings down Zabs. It's a 5v2 planted on this B site.
Spike planted.
So guys, reminder, a sheriff is not Cassidy in Overwatch. Like, you don't have to flick your mouse. Zombie, I saw you. It's okay. Spike's down on the side of Virginia. No surprise
One
there,
enemy
really. But it
remaining.
is a 4v1.
And of course, it's Neighbor left. And when it's Neighbor left, you know it's going to be tough. And oh,
Oh, but
What
he gets
was
walled
that?
off anyway, so it doesn't even matter. It's actually, he just gets walled off as the spike gets judged. So, hey, that's a pistol round for the Vandals.
hooray!
Gotta celebrate them where you get them.
Yay!
Because we only have 4 rounds, and that pistol round was one of them.
Oh,
How you feeling, Pinkaloid?
I want to
Need a
go
drop.
home.
So
You
that
like how
much, thanks.
everybody on
I'm
the
outta
side
here.
of Virginia has double-digit kills except for 1 player? And everybody on the side of the Vandals has single-digit kills except for 1 player?
I like hamburgers and fries.
I do too,
Oh
Pinkaloid.
man,
Also like some Valorant.
I do like Valorant. I haven't played in a while.
Yeah.
I miss it though, especially because I feel like right now I can be playing better than a majority of my players right now. But
Just really be like
319
that.
with Bucky Gaming brings down Diabolic and switches the gun to get
Spike
Songlin
down.
down. Blood for love, Zabs for some cheese. It's a 4v2. The Vandals not.
I mean, what do you do about this timing that you're constantly going up against? It just seems like Virginia has such a better understanding of the tempo of these rotates and how to play these duels. Zabs always seems to get the better of whoever he's looking to fight. And so does 319. Even sitting on 1
Player
HP.
standing.
Zabs finds blood. Some
And
for the
so does
trade.
Neighbor.
Yep, Neighbor just is the flank god, I guess. You know what I would do if I was in this situation?
What would you do?
That's what I'd do. Except there would be actual tears.
Oh, there weren't any in that.
No, that was just dry. I lied
No
to people.
sympathy for my Vandals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I get it. I do understand. Hard to be a Vandal fan sometimes. I love
It's
I love coming to the desk and having a fun time here for our Vandals, especially when they are not making it fun for me to watch.
It's bittersweet because it's like all of our stuff is like that.
Yeah.
It's a love-hate relationship, but the high moments are high, the low moments are low.
Yeah.
And like
I mean, let me tell you, the lows of this map are low.
reported.
Poison's gone.
A little text there from Blood. Zombie does bring down one, but he's got a lot more to bring down that he's not able to do. And
how about we bring down that score gap, eh?
Yeah, let's
7-round differential for the side of the Vandals.
If there is ever a time to lock in, now is the time to do so.
I mean, Virginia just having the time of their lives on this map.
I mean, it's definitely a morale boost for them because, you know, a loss.
Yeah, I mean, having lost earlier,
yeah,
being able to go in this, it's like, oh, we have an easier series today. It's a fun time.
Oh, yeah. All right. 11
I
to
say
4.
a lot of these things in good jest because I think, admittedly, watching back some of the gameplay, the Vandals are going to be like, oh, yeah, we just played this really, really bad. It happens, you know? Sumcheese does find his first on the side of 319, so that's a lot of offensive pressure from Virginia, denied very, very early into the round, but, you know, we're going to see the same thing. Evenly traded. Zaps finds that hinder onto site, finds Zombie for it, but Love up in heaven is going to be taken down, so that's at least the spike down. Neighbor is going to swing for it, and you're also going to see the Waylay ult coming out onto heaven. That's Neighbor finding 2 up here. While Songwin tries to figure out what to do with themselves, Waylay goes for the swing and the recall. He's toying with him now. Songwin does find Shansad for his troubles, though.
Gets peeked on, but flank is imminent from Neighbor.
He's just like, look at him. He's just like dancing. Songwin eventually getting pushed. Doesn't, oh, he's going for a very, very late push. He's not looking behind him, though. Neighbor is going to find this timing. He's going to force his way on to point. Songwin has no idea. He has to get to the spike. He has to start the defuse now. And once again, it's going to be denied from him. He can't anticipate those flanks very well. And I understand it's pretty difficult to, I'd say. In that kind of situation, it's a 1v1. You've killed all these other people, and all you can think is like, well, I got to get to the spike. You know, we're down so many rounds. I have to make something happen here. Songwin, I mean, over and over in this map, and really throughout the whole series, has been getting the short end of the stick in a lot of these rounds and a lot of these duels. Just not a great day for him on the server.
I believe if all of our players were just more paranoid and constantly checking their backs, something might have happened here. 319 just, oh my goodness. Oh, with the judge. I swear, it's just, it's so fast. It's so fast, but smart revive there. And the tides have turned. The Vandals get on the numbers advantage, but with an Odin out, it's not going to deliver much, actually. Whenever I do see the Odin, it's just insane play after insane play, but Neighbor's got his own, but with a quick flick from Songwin there.
Yeah, he's mad after last round.
Oh, I think everyone's mad a little bit.
Songwin is like, oh, we have no time for games here. Even in the video game, we have no time for games. The Vandals, who are down a staggering 7 rounds in this map, have a lot of ground to cover if they want to keep themselves alive in this playoff contention series. How you feeling, Lloyd?
Toxins going up.
I think I might have some internal bleeding after this match. Oh, but Songwin with the Odin isn't going to get much after Zabs trades out after 319. Diabolic on site is going to get dumped on by Shansad.
Brutal.
Neighbor with the judge on some cheese. It's not looking good for this match point for the Vandals. Zombie is going to find Zabs, though. And it's going to be Odin here. Sprayed. Blood's going to get 2. It's down to Neighbor.
They heard him drop.
Yep, Blood and Zombie here. It is going to be another round for the Vandals.
Look how happy he is. Oh,
and
you gotta love to see it.
It's the first time for this map that the Vandals have run 2 rounds in a row. And part of me thinks if Virginia is just playing with their food at this point. But, you know, the buys don't look too silly, except for...
Well, I mean, you can see their economy is a little bad right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they lose one more round, they're going to be a bad spot for at least another round after losing one. But, I mean, when you're up this many rounds, it's still very easy for the Tide to overturn.
A lot riding on this match round here as the Vandals are setting up this defense. Virginia's just pushing through this mid. Blood able to find one, gets traded.
Nice.
Diabolic catches through the smoke. It's trades back and forth. And it's a 3-on-3, but we do have a Viper on Virginia. A little bit worse for wear.
A textbook interaction, definitely love to see it. Well, definitely one of our players kind of overstayed their welcome a little bit, but you know what it is. That's Songwin.
Able to find Neighbor looking the wrong way.
One enemy remaining.
Cheese able to find Zabs. Can they close it out for another round win? Yes, they can.
Love to see it. Love, 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 love to see it. Vandals starting to feel it just a little bit, but obviously anything can change in a split second any of these rounds.
Yep, you have 5 more rounds in a row to win to get just another try at a map.
Virginia trying to put everything that they can towards economy in this round. They don't want to lose too much money, but if they lose another round, they're probably going to.
Gotta go.
It's a fast pop on this A site here.
No information from the Whaley
Oh,
dash.
it's back and forth, back and forth. Leaving 3 on each side. Neighbor gets caught by Blood.
A beautiful flank from Blood.
Oh.
Love denying the elbow pressure.
Oh, but it's a revive on Songwin, though.
Shansa trying to dance around the snake pit for right now with the help of Love, but the 3v2 could make that a little bit difficult to survive in.
Oh, Diabolic gets caught in that corner by Love, but it's a trade for Blood. Songwin looking away.
He doesn't see him.
Oh,
Shansad,
Blood.
they don't know it's a 1v1 situation. It's just Shansad and Songwin with the Odin. Shansad's going for the wrap. He's going to have the perfect timing. He saw Songwin's foot. That is the series.
Attackers
A
win.
terrible last round. Odds could not be any more in their favor. And Shansad, who, I mean, really was just having not that great of a map up until that point, was definitely able to pull some magic together to finish out the series for Virginia in stunning 2-0 fashion.
Hey, Kaz, is now the right time to say I told you so?
Yes, now would be the right time to say that you told me so. And you did. Although, Fenrir did talk about it in the pre-show, how this team is very much an either all-in or an all-out team. There's not a single series
Open anymore. And it's a tough thing to see. as a Vandals fan, and I've seen the highs and lows of this team. But I had my hopes for playoffs, and those hopes were crushed.
It happens. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the Vandals season for Valorant. And, it's a shame that my co-star that I've spent most of the time with, Brad, is not here. But, Kaz, just from what you've seen during your analyst segments and the times that you have casted, how would you summarize the Vandals this season?
Well, it wasn't last season. And I think that is a very, very low bar. But it is what it is, We last season was honestly kind of horrendous, both internally and externally. The things that we saw on broadcast, on paper, were not as good as a lot of Vandals fans would like to have hoped for them to be. And this semester, we saw a big improvement, and we saw roster changes that were for the better. But on paper, it's a little hesitant to say. Obviously, a more casual fan could look at the overall record for this season and think, well, was it really worth it to make all these changes? And I say it was. I think that we're setting up the roster for a good foundation going into the fall season, after this very long break, and depending on what other competitive ventures they have after the regular season now. And obviously you have a couple players from this year who are looking to graduate as well. So, from their perspective, maybe this wasn't a great season to end your collegiate career on, but, be grateful you were here at all.
And we should be grateful to our wonderful sponsors for our U of I streams, and that would be Monster Energy. We have a can right here. Thank you, Monster Energy, for sticking with us through this season. Monster has they've never missed. They've never, ever missed. And something else that doesn't miss is our other sponsor, the one, the only, Ziply Fiber. Head on over to ziplyfiber.com to find the deals that will fit you the best. And I believe that students are able to save a lot of money on their deals through Ziply Fiber. So thank you, Ziply Fiber, and thank you, Monster, for sponsoring us. But it is time for us to transfer it over to our analysts. I have been Ben Binkaloid, and I have been joined today by the wonderful Kaz Phoenix. We shall see you in the future. Thank you again. But now it's over to our analysts. We'll see you.
Hello and welcome back. Yeah, end of the series and unfortunately end of our Valorant season. I'm Green Rose Gaming, and I'm here with Some Cheese, Diabolical, and ZG Fenrir.
Hello, what a match indeed. That was honestly a fun series to be watching back. At least initially, right? I mean, we definitely, there was a lot of work that got put in for both sides. Shouts out to Virginia for playing 2 games back to back. That was some pretty crazy endurance, honestly, for them playing that well for a second best of 3 series for that day. So I thought they played rather well for that.
So how did you guys think this game went?
I'll go first. Last couple, I don't know, 3 or I think that's our 3rd loss in a row, maybe 4 of them. I don't know. I have no idea. We started off the season pretty good, but then over time we kind of, I guess, crumbled would be the best way to describe that. We have role issues pretty much every single semester, so it's nothing new. But this week we kind of decided to try something out, and as you can see, I was playing Reyna today. So.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised that we're pulling it out after so long.
We kind of just decided, hey, we don't care at this point. Like, we'll just do what we want to do. Like, we'll be playing ranked. That's what we did. And we lost 4-13. So obviously didn't work, right? We'll learn from that when I'm not here, which doesn't make sense, but they will learn from that.
For me, I guess it was more of just like having fun, because if you're having fun, you're gonna play better, and it's just, I think that's maybe a way that we could have won, but did not pan out that way.
No, and honestly, I think you guys took this loss pretty well, all things considered. Like, you guys weren't being super, like, in the past, especially in past seasons, we've been, like, super duper emotional about, like, oh, hey, we're really, really, I'm going to say butthurt about either our losses or just the way that the rounds are not going our way. And so I honestly think we've come a long ways, both in terms of an emotional growth that we've had for, taking our losses, but also realizing, hey, it's all about the fun. It's all about the fun of the game.
Before
Yeah.
he says anything, I just want to say we do have an older team. I think it's the oldest team we've had.
Yeah.
So I'm 21. He's 22. We have another guy that's 22, and then another guy's 21, and then we have an 18-year-old. So 4 unks, if you want to call it like that, and then 1 rookie. So I think this is the oldest team average-wise. So we're trying to at least teach him our mistakes from especially my mistakes from when I played in the past. So.
Yeah, I think we were pretty mature, despite they were pretty toxic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, except for 1 round, we kept our cool, didn't be toxic.
Sorry. I mean, yeah. To add on to that, I think people take it too seriously a little bit sometimes. Like, I guess I just wish, as this is basically my last ever game for the school. It's kind of crazy to think, but I think
didn't even think about that.
yeah, I think that in the future, I hope a lot of teams understand that it's not something you really need to take as seriously. Like you need to have fun. I think that's the main thing I regret doing. Like I definitely did that this semester. A lot of the other semesters, I just wanted to win. That's all I kind of cared about. So, I just hope the teams in the future care less about that, more about fun, and more about competitive integrity. Which kind of sucks. The other team didn't have that today, but that's all I can hope for.
That's all you can hope for. I do have some good news for you because this technically wasn't the last time you will be playing for us. We do still have our Big Sky Championship that we guys will have to be fighting for, which I believe you guys are the No, that was the LAN event. And we also have the LAN event, actually. So there are 2 events that you guys will have. The LAN event for reigning champions, as well as the Big Sky, trying to get one final title for you guys before you head out.
Are you allowed to leak any details? Or?
Depends on the kind of details. I'm unsure. Go for it. Sure.
I don't know anything about the other LAN.
Oh, okay.
I know a little bit about the Big Sky.
LAN event got moved to what, April 24th?
It is the 28th of April
28th.
now. So
28th.
Mhm.
Is that like a Wednesday or something?
It's a Saturday. It should be a weekend. So
28. It's not a. I thought the Saturday's the 25th. Am I dumb?
I have no idea. It's the last weekend of April, whenever that happens.
Oh no,
to be.
wait.
It might be the 25th.
It's always been on weekends. So.
Yeah, that's what I was confused. Is it? I don't know. Whatever. Either way, like I don't know anything about that. So if you do know anything about that,
last Saturday in April, for sure, we will be hosting a Valorant LAN. We have a bunch of schools coming so far. We have Gonzaga as well as WSU confirmed already so far.
Gonzaga got invited back.
Yeah, they did get invited back. So we'll hopefully see them again here in a little bit. And then Big Sky's coming up here in a weekend or 2. So we'll get the chance to play for that here in the next little bit. So
what's the plan for that, by the way?
You guys will just show up on the Saturday around 9:30 or so, and then play until you're out. So you guys have got a couple more games for us. So
yeah, LANs are really fun. I've been a part of a few, and they're much more fun than like normal matches.
That's the only reason, or like that's my main reason for continuing this type of thing. The whole time I was here, it was so fun to do all that.
Yeah.
We're always happy to have LANs, and we're happy to have our teams in LANs because you guys just get so hyped, and it's so nice to see the competitors actually in the room together and just having a blast.
My first ever match was actually on a LAN.
Was it actually? Wow.
I got spoiled.
Yeah, the CBC
it
LAN.
was CBC.
Oh, really? That was your wow. Okay.
And we did win. So
what a trial by fire.
It was a comeback.
Shouts out.
It was total spoil. But.
Yeah. Long story short, we had some team chem issues at the start of the semester, and so we're like, all right, screw it, let's have this guy move up, and then it worked out. So.
Okay.
Well, congratulations on that.
Congratulations. And hey, all in all, I think you guys had a very entertaining season for us. You guys had some highs. You guys had your lows. There'll be a lot you guys can go back and look at, both fondly as well as with a little bit of regret, I should say. But that is probably going to do it for us for today. Do you guys have any closing thoughts about your time in the program as a whole, and anything you want to shout out?
Can I say a curse word?
Yeah, go for it. You get one between the two of you.
Choose
wisely. Yes.
Am I allowed? Never mind. No, I'm just not going to say that. Never mind.
What were you gonna
I'll
say?
let you say it.
What were you
No,
gonna say?
I'll actually let you say it.
Oh, you will.
You get custody over the one swear word today. Yes.
No, but like, it's got to have meaning. If you don't, I'm getting at you.
Oh, you put me on the spot now. All I'm gonna say about the last game I just played, I'm a bit disappointed in the character. Surely a bigger school like Virginia has a bit of a standard that they uphold when it comes to their players, and hopefully they just don't let shit like that fly. Cause
well,
not enough
bit
emotion.
aggressive.
Not enough emotion. No.
I'm making sure I'm holding back.
I probably would have chosen a different one, but that was nicer.
It's all good.
Yeah.
My stream appreciates it.
I didn't
Thank
want to
you.
drop an F-bomb.
Fair enough, fair
Yeah, who would
enough.
ever do that?
I don't know. Definitely not anyone on this couch.
Yeah. Any final thoughts there, Jake? Some cheese, my friend.
It was fun. I had fun. 4 years of straight Valorant. Definitely never playing this game ever again after this semester. So,
Real and true.
yeah.
Real and true.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys would like to see them continue to play a few more games for us, you can go ahead and check us out in the future. Please let us know in the comments down below how you thought our season went overall and what kind of things you're looking out for here in the future. Honestly, this has been it for a season for us. So thank you guys so much for joining us on the couch here.
Of course.
Thank you guys for such wonderful careers here with the esports program. We've really appreciated you, and honestly, you've been really strong in our minds and our
Truly.
hearts as the Valorant players. We're always really excited to have you on stream.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's been us from the analyst section here, joined by our lovely co-host for today. That will be us signing out for today. Thank you very much.
Good night.